Automatic here. Welcome back to another podcast. So it's been a little bit since I've come up with a gaming video. You saw Gunpoint a little while there in Far Cry, which will be coming back very soon. I'm going to get a couple more done this weekend. A little bit of a slowdown. I might touch on that in this podcast here, but I'm just going to get right into it. So I want to say really quickly why my 4K looks grainy and choppy, because I'm not sure I talked about it in my last video. Long and the short is, I filmed in 4K, and then I filmed my face in 4K, and then I put 1080p gameplay over, so it compressed the video file so it looks a little bit crap. I already thought I talked about that, so I'm just going to pass up on that one. I wanted to start up with a really interesting question. What was your... Let me just bring up, maybe we'll do a couple of show and tell items back in school. If you had show and tell, you remember what that was, right? You brought your stuff to school and you kind of showed it off to the class. I wanted to bring up the fact that I brought, a little toy Mario Kart, like the Mario himself. And what I did is I brought this to school, and I showed off the fact that he was posable, his arms were posable, and the wheels could turn, and I liked the stripes on the wheel things or whatever. I was really big into Mario Kart back then, and the literal centerfold of my performance, that was the show and tell class I was taking part in, was showing off the fact that the cart could shoot a shell, which, I mean, I launched on the floor, and of course it went about like half a meter, just dropped flat down to the ground, never even made any distance. That was one of the show and tell items I remembered. My buddy Ty, or the T as you're supposed to know him here, he brought up the fact that he brought his guinea pig or hamster or something like that, his mom brought or something. That's the coolest show and tell ever. I'm sure someone brought their cat or something crazy like that, and I completely forgot about it, but I want to see what your guys' is. So 2 or 3, maybe I don't know, just whatever you can remember. Just list your show and tell items. One quick thing, I have not become a snowboarding channel. I wanted to say that right now because snowboarding videos keep coming out. It's just been my obsession recently, and I haven't had any time to record games, so I thought, hey, what better stuff to fill my channel with than snowboarding, because I've been loving it so much and I enjoy it, and that's what I want to release on my channel. I'm not here to upload what is the most popular. I just want to upload what is fun for myself and what hopefully you guys will enjoy. So I'm just kind of doing my best for that. In the future, the videos you'll expect of snowboarding will be a lot more action-packed, I guess is the word I'm going to use. I'm just going to highlight... I'm going to get some key scenes and new stuff. A lot of variety instead of the same thing over and over again. So videos will be very varied. Maybe I'll do some little tutorials or stuff like that there of what I'm learning, or I guess progress, because I'm not really good enough to teach. Absolutely not. Just kind of go through my mindset of what I'm doing on each... kind of what I wanted to do with the first video, but never ended up doing. So that's the whole plan with snowboarding. I just want to get a lot better and show off the kind of things you can do in snowboarding, like introductory level stuff, because all you really see is, and this is one of the biggest things I wanted to do in a lot of my snowboarding videos, is just show normal runs, a whole run. It was hard for me to find a full run of just snowboarding. Everywhere you look, it's always just people doing flips and crazy tricks and people's riding down crazy mountains and doing death-defying stunts and stuff like that. And I kind of just wanted to show off what snowboarding was like in its purest form, and I think I got purest form at an amateur level, mind you. I think I got a good touch on that. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. I want to quickly talk about Desperado crates in PUBG. What the... This is the most disappointing part. I saved up a lot of points to get crates and all that stuff. I wanted to get just this huge bulk opening of crates. I know I don't wear clothes in the game. I actually take off my belt now, so I'm only in underwear, just to give myself that extra bit of a challenge. But I saved up all that money, or the points, to get the crates. I buy a whole bunch of crates. Desperado crate, Desperado crate, Desperado crate. I'd have to pay probably $9. No, because I got 4 crates. So, I have to pay real money for the stuff I was grinding for free stuff before. That's really, really bullcrap. But I know microtransactions for clothing, in my opinion, I think that's a little bit ridiculous. But you see, I haven't really had anything to have to do with that, because there's never really been anything I've been interested in grinding 2, like let's talk about Rainbow Six Siege as an example. They have all the operators that you can buy with real money. I'm not going to buy all the operators. I don't care to. I enjoy the base operators, and it feels like I can just enjoy the base game because they made it, I don't know, the way they made it. Rainbow Six Siege is a great game, in my opinion. Now, you can pay for the Now, the ridiculous thing about that game is how ridiculously long it takes to get even one operator. Like, you have to grind for such a long time, especially for like a novice to intermediate player like me, intermediate on a good day. And I'm still not even probably close to that on a good day. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit off. I'm kind of shaky, a little cold out here, but it's just a little bit disappointing that I went to go grind for this stuff that I thought I was going to get a whole bunch of nice, cool clothing items. And maybe if I found like a combination of clothes I liked, I would put it on. But as of right now, I haven't found anything. And now I got to pay for it. So I'm probably just going to wait till it gets super cheap or wait till they go free again, which is probably never going to happen. So that's probably not happening. Anyways, I want to move on to the next topic, which is extremely important to me. I thought about something, okay? So, okay, think about this. I can't remember exactly what the ingredients were. I'd probably have to toy around with some stuff now, but I would like pizza. Okay, I like pizza. I love pizza. I have pizza every now and again. I have cravings for it. Extra cheese, double cheese, actually, because extra cheese, they never really actually give you enough cheese, I don't feel, so I get the double cheese all the time. I thought about the fact that I would like pizza, okay, if the crust was cheese and there was cheese on that cheese. That'd be pretty good. I think that's a good idea. I call it the cheese crust pizza, and I like to start up my own pizza restaurant with that recipe. I think that would probably take off. Would you guys eat cheese crust pizza? I think it's got a catchy enough name, Any of you guys have money, I don't care. Here's the thing. I don't care if you take that idea. As long as I can get cheese crust pizza, I'll be a happy man, all right? That's my plan for right now. So go ahead and steal that idea if you have that kind of money. If you have your own pizza joint, just do that, okay? Just let me know you have some cheese crust pizza. I'm going to make it. I don't know what I'm going on about. Old, simple car designs, all right? So, I'm talking about the stuff from, the 70s and 80s, the big, boxy stuff that people say are boring. They're boring car designs. Okay, let me just say, that's not boring, all right? That's a certain level of simplistic beauty, all right? So the thing that brought this up is my buddy was playing, and my buddy's good. He's all good on this. I'm not calling him out for anything. The T, again, was playing Grand Theft Auto, and this he got into this car. I do not remember what kind of car it is. I looked for it for the longest period of time, and I could not figure it out. But this was like a car that was done up like an old Cadillac Eldorado, like the big boxy. I'm trying to come up with any kind of name. I had a whole bunch of them in my head, but they're just completely gone. But you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. That is old, simple car design at its best. They have some really beautiful cars that are big boxy things, absolutely. And I feel like that era of car doesn't really get the respect that it deserves. Because man, a lot of those old cars had a lot of style. And it really emanates in some of the larger, really freaking huge ones that nobody wants to drive anymore because you can't park them anywhere, that kind of thing. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that. And I think they do a great job in Grand Theft Auto with the cars, the car design. There was one day I was just sitting there when my buddy was playing there, and I was watching, looking at the cars, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record at this point, I think, but I love cars. They're absolutely wonderful. I love the design. I love the look. I love the fact that you can drive them. I love that this big thing that you can own. It's really something special, I think, to own a car and to be involved with cars. But that's besides the point, anyways. And I was looking at the level of work that's put into designing the cars, especially in the newest DLCs, because there are some really cool things coming. You can tell. If you look between Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto 4, you can see the quality increase in the car design. And I really do appreciate that, because it doesn't look like. You can absolutely tell that they're spending a lot of time and a lot of consideration in making these things look really nice. And to a car guy like me, to normal people, and to me at some points, you just kind of hop into them and you use them as a thing to get from point A to point B. That's absolutely fine. If that's what you want to do, that's absolutely fine. But it's when you get that desire to buy a car or to modify it or make it something your own in a game. Like real life, that happens. It happens all the time. You see people spending crap tons of money all the time. But to have a personal connection with a vehicle like that, after customizing it and all that stuff, it's there's something special about it. And especially since they put so much detail into the customization, I really wish they would put more. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch on that. I'm sure I could elaborate, but you guys are getting the general idea, especially since this is running a little bit longer than my normal podcast. I kind of like to keep it a little bit shorter, but I'd like to move on to my next topic, which is I got written down here. Magpies are cool. I think magpies are cool. I really like magpies. They're all over the trees and stuff like this in Edmonton here. They're even during the winter, those gutsy little buggers are flying around. Like they're pretty much the only birds you see a large part of the year. So next topic is that live stream I talked about where I was going to do music. You know what? I'm just going to make it straight games. I think there's like the last podcast I recorded was about a music podcast I wanted to do, or a music live stream I was going to do. Not going to do that anymore. I still haven't really figured out how to record music. I should definitely practice before recording music, before doing any kind of music live stream or making that any part of a live stream that I do. So what we're going to do is, by popular request, we're going to do Bigfoot. I'm sorry if you're disappointed, you want to see me make music, and maybe we'll touch on that a little bit, because I've kind of been thinking about trying to sing lyrics to copyright music, trying to record that and getting that mixed. So if you guys want to see that, maybe, but I want to typically keep it to games. So that's about all I wanted to talk about. So thank you very much for listening to my rambling. If you're interested in anything I talked about today, leave something in the comments below. If you have any questions there, and I don't think I've really asked this before, but if you have any questions you want to ask me, feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer them in the next podcast. I want to do these a lot more frequently. Just find a topic and stem off of that and see if I can make like a 10-minute episode based on that, because honestly, I'm not very good at talking for very long. I thought I would be, but I guess not. I have to find something I'm interested in. I just like to kind of cobble together a whole bunch of random topics and hope you guys are interested in what I have to show you. So thank you very much for listening. I've been Rambit Automatic, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.